Carbon has existed since the ancient years. A French physicist named René Reaumur suspected carbon was an element. He studied iron and steel and noticed that their difference was a black material that was also found in charcoal. Carbon was officially an element by the end of the 18th century. Carbon can be both man-made or natural. The most common type of carbon we see every day is man-made. The carbon that is made by nature is a complicated cycle. Most of the Earth's carbon is stored in the Earth's lithosphere. Much of the carbon stored in the Earth's mantle was stored there when the Earth formed. Some of it was in the form of organic carbon from the biosphere. Of the carbon stored in the geosphere, about 80% is limestone, which formed from the sedimentation of calcium carbonate stored in the shells of marine creatures. The remaining 20% is stored as kerogens formed through the sedimentation and burial of terrestrial creatures under high heat and pressure. Organic carbon stored in the geosphere can remain there for millions of years. Carbon's chemical symbol is C. Its atomic number is 6, and its atomic mass is 12.011. In the periodic table of elements, carbon is in row 2, column number 4. Carbon was used for many things, but its main use, since the beginning of history, is making fire. Carbon has an allotrope, fullerene, that was discovered in 1985, which has buckyballs and nanotubes. Their discoverers, Robert Curl, Harold Kroto, and Richard Smalley, received the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1996 after its discovery. Carbon's melting point is at 3,550 degrees Celsius or 6,422 degrees Fahrenheit. Its boiling point is at 3,825 degrees Celsius or 6,917 degrees Fahrenheit. Its density is 2.2670 grams per cubic centimeter. Its phase at room temperature is solid. Some examples of compounds that carbon can form is carbon dioxide, CO2, carbon monoxide, CO, carbon disulfide, CS2, chloroform, CHCI3, carbon tetrachloride, CCI4, methane, CH4, ethylene, C2H4, acetylene, C2H2, benzene, C6H6, ethyl alcohol, C2H5OH, and acetic acid, CH3COOH. Once carbon bonds with itself, or with hydrogen, it becomes polar covalent bond.
Diamonds, crystallized carbon. Every day people go to the grocery store and come home with sacks full of carbon in the form of charcoal briquettes that they toss in their barbecues and set on fire. But just because you've got some carbon with the atoms stacked neatly, you expect me to plunk down thousands of dollars.